Hi, this is Trang. Welcome back to my closet. This video is for myself going through bag ban and for anyone else who needs to go on a bag ban and y'all want to support me and support each other, try to resist that sell. I don't know what some of y'all are going through, but for me personally, in the past 12 months, selling and buying and whatever, I had went through like 5 bags. Even though I did gift 2 of those bags, it was just a lot. When I reflect upon it, gosh, like in 12 months, I went through 5 bags. Holy moly, you know? If that's not enough, 2 days ago, I almost bought another bag, y'all. It's like an exotic bag too, so it was on the pricey side. And I was thinking about it. I felt a little guilty about it because I'm like, gosh, I'm already buying all these bags, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. I said I would go do this task that I had on hand. After I finished with the task, I would go buy the bag. Then when I went to buy the bag, somebody had bought it. When I realized the bag was gone, all of a sudden I felt like this emptiness in my soul. It's like I just had this sick feeling in my stomach. It's just really bizarre. I can't describe it. It's almost like I lost a pet or something, you know. And it didn't make any sense because it's a bag and I'm not even that attached to materialistic things. But for me to feel such an attachment to something like I didn't even own in the first place, it was just weird. And I had to like take a hard look at myself. Like, what does this handbag say about me? So that's what today's video is about, y'all. This is a bag ban video. I'm gonna try my best to talk you guys out of buying a bag. Financially, the economy is not doing that well unless you are very stable and you for sure your job's not going to let you go, laid off or furloughed or any of those things. Right now is the time to keep the money in your bank. Try to have a nest egg just in case something can happen, because right now it's very unstable with the economy. I know this is hard, but I want you guys to take a look at your finances. First off, before you buy this bag, is your mortgage paid off? Now, my mortgage is not paid off. I think I have about 1.5 years left to go. And I pretty much guilt myself out of buying bags nowadays because I keep saying if I buy the bag before I pay off my mortgage, then the interest on this mortgage is basically me giving the bank a free bag every month. And to give you guys an idea of how much my mortgage is a little bit crazy. I pay $7,000 a month with my mortgage. So every little bit that I put toward the mortgage will help. I don't want to keep my mortgage for 30 years, 20 years, 15 years, like a lot of people, because it's like you're buying your house twice with all the interest that you're paying. If you have a mortgage, try to finish the mortgage first before you buy the bag, because shelter is more important, right? Is car payment. Do you guys still have car payments? If you do, you don't want to delay the car payment. Try to use the bag money to put toward your car payment so you're not paying interest. You can just finish off the car as fast as you can. Do you have student loans? Same thing. Student loans, oh my gosh, the interest on student loan, you guys, is even more than a mortgage interest. So if you have student loans and you're looking at bags right now, try your best to put that money towards your student loans. Now, if you've done with all that, like you got yourself covered, you paid off student loan, you paid off car payment, you paid off mortgage, let's talk about children. Do you have any children? Do you want children? If you don't want children, maybe you have some difficulty. You know, fertility is very expensive. You might want to put the money and save up for that if you want kids and for some reason you have a fertility issue. Or if you already have kids, then are their college tuition funded? Are you making sure that in the future they're set for? Because as a parent, I think anybody can give birth to a child, but it's another thing to take care of your children and making sure that they have everything they need, all the tools they need to succeed. And I'll tell you guys something funny. Recently, I took a picture of my baby. He was trying to make a poo-poo and he was hurting and he cried. So I took a picture of him crying. Then in order to guilt myself out of my handbag, I captioned him crying as, "Mama, you are spending away my college tuition," just to guilt myself. So when I get the urge that, oh, maybe I want a bag, I just have to look at that picture and make sure that his education is funded before I go and spend it on things like this. It is so easy to get sucked into the trap of consumerism. As you see, I do have a couple bags. I think I have 5 here. This is all the bag I own, and have one for each occasion. You know, I have a evening bag here. This is my go-to if I'm going to a gas station, Walmart, whatever. It's not like a big designer. If I get robbed, I'm okay with it. And I have a tote bag if I need to carry anything that's big size or traveling. Then I have this as like more kind of date but not too fancy evening. Then I have this for casual day. So basically I have a bag for all of my needs. But despite having a bag for all of my needs, after watching maybe like 20 haul videos, I kind of got sucked into that. Like everyone was unboxing Dior nowadays, and I'm like, what is so great about this bag? So then I started going on the Dior website. I'm like, oh, it's really pretty. Then I watched review on the Dior bags, you know. I was never interested in the brand. Started watching, now I'm in that rabbit hole. Now at 2 a.m. here I am searching for that bag. If you feel the urge, the itch to buy something, you gotta look deep down. Like, do you have a bag already in your collection that serves whatever purpose this new bag that you're craving for is gonna serve? Would you be able to sell one of your bags to get the new bag? Do you like it that much? My next point is, where are you going with your new bag? For instance, even though I have this fancy dancy clutch, where I live, you cannot gather more than 10 people. So I'm not going to be going to a wedding, a party, anything like that anytime soon. The bag that I use most frequently lately is my Birkin. Today I end up having to go to a meeting, so I had to take my Birkin because I had to put some files in there. But aside from that, you know, I haven't used this bag because I've gone nowhere. It's not like I can go to date night. Everything's shut down. My husband and I, both healthcare worker, the hospital needs us. We not going nowhere. I haven't done grocery shopping, honestly, for a really long time because we're either having our groceries delivered to us because we don't have any time, or our family's delivering the food to us. So even my normal bag that's safe for me to take out during this time, I cannot even go out. So when you are in the United States, which I believe 64% of my viewers are, you know full well you're not going outside that much. There's a lot of protests coming our way for justice and things, so you're not going to be protesting with one of these bags, right? So think about it. If you buy this bag, you're taking that money out of your bank account for something that you probably won't be able to use maybe until next year. It's not even the amount that you're spending, but potentially the money that you're going to spend on this bag you can use for other things. I know the market is volatile right now, but there's still things that you can invest in that would have a more solid return than what you would get out of a bank account. Another reason that people are buying bags right now, despite the fact that we really not going anywhere, is that it's for a special occasion. So let's say it's a birthday, an anniversary, it's your payday, you just gave birth to a child, I think they call it a push present. I didn't realize that people were getting bags for pushing out the child. I thought the child was the present. But anyhow, if you're buying a bag because it's some type of special occasion, then you bought into the trap of consumerism. If you think about it, your birthday is like any other day. I don't really see why anyone would just spontaneously go get a bag just because it's their birthday. If you didn't need the bag the week before, why would you all of a sudden need the bag now just because the calendar hit a certain number? Would you love your husband or wife any less if it wasn't an anniversary? Are you not displaying your love to them every day? If they know that you love them every day by your kindness, your gesture, your verbal appreciation of them, you shouldn't really need a gift just because it's your anniversary. If anything, along the year, if you see that your wife needs a bag or your husband needs a wallet, things like that, just get it for them. Why do you have to wait for this specific day? So if you're one of those people, rethink how you're conditioning your mind. Television, ads, all those stuff, they're very manipulative. They put an idea in your head. For a wedding, you need a big diamond ring, but all those stuff is very superficial. When it comes to love or appreciation of a spouse, do it every day by kindness, by your action, by your words. Then you won't need to feel like you have to make this grand gesture of purchasing a bag. Next, I want to talk about our emotional state. Whenever it's 2 a.m. and you're looking at bags, usually something is up. Whether it's you're unhappy with your spouse, your children, your job, yourself, one of those things are probably not right. Because if you need a bag, you're going somewhere and you're like, oh, I don't have an evening bag, I'll go get one. It's a different matter. But if you have everything and at 2 a.m. all of a sudden, after watching a video, you decided you're just going to go get that bag, something's wrong. You are unfulfilled in some aspect of your life. And this is what happened to me. This is why at 2 a.m. all of a sudden I needed this exotic Dior bag that, you know, was like retails for over 10 grand, y'all. I don't even know what I was thinking. I think what it is I've been going through some stuff with work. As you know, both myself and my husband, we work in healthcare. When we took this job and the oath and to serve the people, we realized it came with risks. However, what we didn't really conceptualize is the risk doesn't just affect us. It could affect our family. The beer bug is a new phenomenon, right? It's affecting everybody. We don't have a vaccine for it. Everybody's very afraid. So my child recently had a fever. We think he's teething. We're not sure. So we're making appointments for him to see the doctor. Now, no doctor really wants to see us. Well, not to see us, but to see my child because both of his parents work in healthcare. We are marked as people who are exposed to the beer bug. Even though we wear PPE and things of that nature, they're just afraid. So no one wants to see my child, which is ironic because my husband and myself, we're risking our life to do what's right for other people. But when our own gets sick, he's being denied of care. That's the reality of things. And it's not just happening to my child, it's happening to my coworker's child who recently got strep throat. Her child had to be sent to the ER in order for the baby to get seen. It's just a really hard situation, and I think it was stressing me out, and I wasn't able to articulate it. And the stress of it, I think, is what made me so unhappy. And here I am at 2 a.m. scrolling through the resell site, looking at bags because I just wanted to numb the pain. I just wanted to feel a little bit of happiness and peace. And I love handbags, so I know if I got the bag, I'll be very happy, but it wouldn't be sustained happiness. So I'm glad that somebody bought the bag so that I could take a long, hard look at myself and see what that feeling of loss was. It's such a great sense of loss on a materialistic item. It didn't make any sense to me. So it gave me an opportunity to look deep in myself, and I saw how unhappy I was with work. I started thinking about how we're going to go about to correct the situation, and I took steps to go towards a solution for that, and now I'm much happier. And I realized the whole bag situation, it wasn't ever about getting a bag because obviously I don't need another bag, but it was me just trying to numb the pain. And I know a lot of you guys are going through life-changing event because the beer bug, it affects all of us in different ways. I know there's some people who lost their job. I know some people had to change job, change hours that they work reduced hours. You know, they're dealing with taking care of sick family members, things like that. So it's a very stressful time for everyone right now. And it makes it harder because all these resale websites are having these major sales. People who made poor financial decisions, they're just dumping their shits and making a run for it. So all these great bags are such a good deal. I just want to come on here, make this video and have a chat with you guys about what I've been going through and how hard it is for me to resist buying a bag. And obviously I wasn't very good at it. you know, divine intervention made somebody bought that bag, because after I resolved my things with work, my worries, you know, with the beer bug and things like that, I no longer need to buy a bag. Like I feel fulfilled. Like I've achieved handbag peace after that. And it wasn't ever about the bag. And a lot of times when we buy luxury items, it's never about the item themselves. It's how the item make us feel, that brief sense of satisfaction, of happiness. I just want y'all to help me on my journey of bag ban. And if you can relate, if you guys are having a hard time not getting the bag, I hope this video will help you out as well. We're on this journey together. This is some stressful time, y'all. Feel free to message me in the comments section. Let me know what you guys are going through. Let me know if this video is helpful at all, because I don't know, maybe maybe you guys are different and you're not easily tempted like me, but I find it incredibly difficult, especially if I'm going through a rough period in my life, to resist temptation, to resist getting that bag. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you find the video helpful, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys